Prime Time Sunrise.
A very good morning to you. It's the 6th of January 2014. I'm Sonali Wanigabadage. We're joining you live from our Newsfirst studios. This is Prime Time Sunrise. Let's take a look at the stories making the headlines this morning. The weakening depression enters the coast of Mullaitivu. Further excavations to be carried out into Manna's mass graves. Thousands of people flee Fallujah amidst intense bombardment by Iraqi government forces. Now, the prevailing extreme weather conditions around the island have impacted day-to-day activities of a large number of people, especially those living in the coastal areas. Now, the most affected are the fisher community, who are in the midst of uncertainty whether or not to set out to sea to pursue their livelihoods due to the volatile situation currently prevailing in several parts of the island. Now, to find out more, we cross over live to the Director General of the Department of Meteorology, Lalit Chandrapala.
Well, good morning, Sonali. The low pressure system, which was off the east coast of Sri Lanka and later developed into a depression, now still lies in the vicinity of Sri Lanka. The cloud system which is associated with it is covering the northern Jaffna Peninsula and the sea area to the north of that, north of Jaffna Peninsula, while the surface level system is more or less near Mullaitivu. Therefore, the forecast for today is we are expecting winds up to a speed of about 70 to 80 kilometers per hour experiencing in the northern, northeastern and northwestern coasts and in the Gulf of Mannar, while winds of the order of 30 to 40 kilometers are expected inland in the northern half of the country. Well, that is the situation, that is the forecast we are issuing for today. In addition to that, we are expecting a few thunderstorms developing in the central and Sabaragamuwa regions in the evening or in the afternoon or evening. Thank you.
All right. Now, meanwhile, the Disaster Management Center is also working around the clock to anticipate any possible sudden disaster situations that may occur as a result of the prevalent inclement weather conditions in several parts of the island. Now, in furtherance of this, the Disaster Management Center engaged in several awareness programs in the north. Assistant Director of the Disaster Management Center, Pradeep Kodipili, spoke to Newsfirst regarding the future plans and the preparedness of the center given the present situation.
So as per the meteorological department, the center of the depression is near Mullaitivu, but no incident been recorded so far since last night. So it is moving to Manna. So they are expecting the wind speed up to 80 kilometers per hour. So still all the disaster management units have been allocated continuously into basis. So people are advised to remain at their same places until the announcements be given by the disaster management units as well as the national unit. So heavy rainfalls also been expected by the meteorology department. So they have issued that report in the morning. So we have standby all the teams for the disaster management activities in northern area.
Due to the deep pressure area and close proximity to the island, the daily lives of the people from the districts of Trincomalee, Mullaitivu, Kilinochchi and Jaffna came to a standstill. The Disaster Management Center took measures to evacuate those who live 100 meters away from the coastal areas of the Jaffna, Kilinochchi and Mullaitivu districts. As a result, fishermen from the Jaffna district refrained from setting out to sea yesterday. Meanwhile, rough seas and strong winds were experienced in the Mullaitivu district yesterday. Kilinochchi district also experienced the same situation. The district of Trincomalee also experienced heavy rains and fishermen refrained from conducting fishing activities as well. Meanwhile, warnings were issued to fishermen from the Ampara district not to set out to sea, and the coastal belts from the Maradamune to Pothuwil were reported to be rough. Sea areas from the Puttlam district also experienced rough seas.
Let's now take a quick look at the pictorial weather forecast for the day. Well, President Mahinda Rajapaksa, who is on an official visit to the Middle East, is scheduled to reach Palestine shortly. This follows the head of state's two-day Jordanian visit. Now, during this tour, President Rajapaksa is due to engage in bilateral discussions with Palestinian President Dr. Mohammed Abbas. Now, we are joined by Presidential Media Coordinating Secretary Vijayananda Herath, who joins us from Jordan with more details.
The president, who is currently on an official visit to Jordan, is due to depart to Palestine today. Yesterday, the president met with the Jordanian monarch, King Abdullah II. During this meeting, the president spoke about the strengthening ties between the two nations. The president will commence his Palestine visit by paying his respects to the late leader of Palestine, Yasser Arafat.
Still in the local arena, the Joint Committee of Teachers and Principals Trade Unions convened a media briefing yesterday to raise awareness of the failure to provide promotions and salary arrears to 70,000 teachers.
The BC Pereira report of the Wages Commission was submitted and major salary areas were created. These areas have persisted for 17 years. In his budget speech in 2009, the President said that 3,000 million rupees would be allocated to settle these salary areas. The Education Minister at the time said that 40% of the salary areas would be settled using these funds. As of now, neither the 40% nor the remaining 60% has been settled. This commission has been appointed to evade the problems of the entire public service, including salary areas. This is a false commission.
On to one of our headline-making stories this morning. The police headquarters states that excavations will be carried out today to determine whether there could be more skeletal remains at the mass graves found in Mana. Now, to find more details on this, we are joined by police media spokesperson SSP Ajit Rohana, who joins us live. Good morning, and thank you for joining us this morning.
Good morning.
So far, how many human skulls have been discovered from the mass graves in Mana?
Yeah, actually, at the moment, it has been recovered 18 human skulls along with parts of the human body, bones, and today also the excavations will be resumed under the supervision of Mana magistrate. It is conducted and the consultant judicial medical officer of Anuradhapura Hospital also attending this operation. This particular area has been controlled by LTT for a period of 15 years. So sometimes it is suspected that LTT had conducted this massacre by kidnapping innocent civilians or the members of the security forces and police. So, however, the deceased have not been identified so far, and in addition to that, the cause of death have not been revealed. Further investigations are being
continued. A special police team of Mana Police has been deployed in order to conduct further investigation.
All right, thank you very much. That was, of course, police media spokesperson SSP Ajit Rohana elaborating on the mass graves found in Mana. Moving on, U.S. Ambassador at Large, official of Global Criminal Justice, Stephen J. Rapp is scheduled to arrive in Sri Lanka today. Now, according to the official website of the U.S. State Department, Ambassador Rapp is scheduled to stay in Sri Lanka until the 11th of this month. The morning news. We'll see you again at 8:55 with more of the very latest. Have a great day ahead.
Hotline 0114-896-896. www.newsfirst.lk. Feedback at newsfirst.lk.